Everyone, and welcome, and thanks for joining us today for the Senate Committee on Small Business and Entrepreneurship's hearing to examine the impact the National Labor Relations Board's new joint employer standard will have on small businesses across the country. We're going to hear from a diverse panel of experts and entrepreneurs on this issue, and I want to thank all of our witnesses for being here today. This committee has held numerous hearings this year to highlight the need for regulatory reform in light of how federal agencies have issued new rules and regulations that cause undue burdens on small businesses. Most recently, we examined the Obama administration's misguided overtime rule and listened to testimony from small businesses and nonprofit organizations on the severe negative effects the so-called white-collar rule would have in the workplace. Today, we're talking about the joint employer rule, and that's yet another controversial example of the Obama administration's push for aggressive labor policies that, in my opinion, will not only hurt small business, but also have severe economic consequences, including to many workers. The board's decision to change a proven, successful model of business threatens our economy and ultimately puts millions of jobs at risk. In a landmark decision last August, the NLRB ruled that merely indirect control or even unexercised potential to control working conditions will now make two separate employers a joint employer. This means that multiple employers will now have to jointly negotiate working conditions with unions and share liability for labor law violations. Additionally, the outcome of ongoing litigation between McDonald's and the NLRB over a joint employer labor dispute is certain to have huge ramifications for many small businesses that operate as franchises. Like many of you here today, I'm following this case closely due to its significant impact on the small business community. Small businesses are the biggest source of jobs in virtually all of the states represented on this committee, and it's easy to see that American entrepreneurs are under attack from an agenda-driven NLRB and special interest groups. It's time the administration worked to implement common-sense policies that support and not undermine job creation. For over 30 years, contractors, franchisors, and franchisees benefited from a proven model of business that allowed successful small business owners to help other like-minded entrepreneurs to achieve the American dream by sharing trademarks, ideas, job training, marketing plans, and other helpful tools for success. A franchisee can benefit from the franchisor's experience developing a successful business plan. These entrepreneurs are given the keys to success to run their own business and successfully create jobs in their local communities. Despite the fact that franchisors are not responsible for hiring employees or overseeing their day-to-day operations, they are still responsible for protecting the franchisee's workers from any labor violations under this new standard being aggressively pushed by the NLRB's General Counsel. We hope to hear from our witnesses today on how business owners and entrepreneurs are expected to enter the marketplace and make long-term strategic decisions about their businesses, given the high level of uncertainty created by this NLRB push. In an effort to allow businesses to return to the traditional joint employer standard, Senators Alexander and Isaacson have authored S. 2686, the Protecting Local Business Opportunity Act. Many members of this committee are co-sponsors, and I strongly support efforts to move forward with this bill. I want to commend all of the work on this bill and this issue. Along with the House Small Business Committee, the HELP Committee, and many members of Congress from the House and Senate, I raise my concerns about the NLRB's actions and will continue to fight against policies that make it harder to grow and operate small businesses. It's time this administration makes helping small businesses a real priority.